You've been trying to change your subconscious mind by adding things to it. New affirmations, new habits, new morning routines. But the subconscious doesn't work by addition. It works by replacement. And it will not release the old program until you show it what that program was protecting you from. Carl Jung understood this a century ago. In the next 7 minutes, I'll show you what he found. And the 4-step method that actually rewrites the machine start here because everything depends on it. Your subconscious is not your enemy. It's a bodyguard with outdated orders. Every belief that limits you today was installed at a moment when it kept you safe. Don't stand out was written the day standing out got you humiliated. Don't need anyone was written the day needing someone cost you. Stay small was written in a room where being big was dangerous. So when you attack those beliefs with affirmations, the subconscious hears an intruder trying to disarm your security system. And it does what any security system does. It resists. That's why willpower fails. That's why the same pattern returns in a new relationship, a new job, a new city. You were never fighting a bad habit. You were fighting a bodyguard who never got told the war ended. Jung had a name for the place these live. He called it the shadow. 4 steps. This is how you go in. Step 1. The first move is not to change anything. It's to see what's actually there. And here's Jung's trick for finding it, because the shadow never announces itself directly. It announces itself through irritation. Think of the person who annoys you far more than they should, the one whose confidence feels arrogant, whose ease feels lazy, whose boldness feels reckless. That disproportionate reaction is a map. Jung's principle was simple. What irritates you in others reveals what you've buried in yourself. The man who calls confidence arrogance was taught his own confidence was arrogance. The woman who calls rest laziness was punished for resting. So write down 3 people who irritate you and the exact trait that does it. Then ask one question. When was I taught that this trait was dangerous? The answers you get are the code. Not metaphorically, literally. These are the lines running your automatic behavior. You cannot rewrite a program you refuse to look at. But seeing the program is not the same as being free of it, because the subconscious has one defense that keeps most people trapped for their entire lives. Step 2. The defense is this. Whatever you resist gets stronger. Fight the belief, I'm not enough, and you have to keep it in the room to fight it. So you don't fight, you interview. When the old program activates, the shrinking, the avoidance, the sabotage, you stop and ask it 3 questions. 1. What are you trying to protect me from? 2. When did that danger last actually exist? 3. What is this protection costing me now? This sounds gentle. It is the most aggressive thing you can do because the moment a program has to justify itself out loud, it loses its authority. I'm protecting you from rejection. When did rejection last destroy me? It didn't. What is this costing me? Every opportunity I never asked for. The bodyguard isn't fired in that moment, but for the first time he's been questioned by the person he works for, and a bodyguard who can be questioned can be reassigned. Now, steps 1 and 2 happen in your head, but the subconscious does not fully believe anything that stays in your head. Quick question while we're here, which belief did you recognize first? Don't stand out, don't need anyone, or stay small? Drop it in the comments. Almost everyone picks one immediately. Step 3. The subconscious updates for one reason only. Contradictory evidence it cannot dismiss. Not a stronger belief, not a louder affirmation. Evidence. So you deliberately create the one experience your old program says is impossible. If the code says people leave when you're honest, you tell one honest thing to one safe person and watch them stay. If the code says you'll be humiliated if you try, you try one small thing publicly and survive it. Small, specific, survivable. That's the formula. And here's the critical part almost everyone skips. After it happens, you have to consciously mark it. Say it out loud or write it. I was honest. They stayed. The prediction was wrong. Because the subconscious records what you register, not what merely occurs. This is why some people collect years of evidence and never update. They lived it, but they never logged it. One contradiction, logged, outweighs 1,000 repetitions of I am enough. 3 steps in and the code is weakening. But there's a 4th, and without it, everything you just built will quietly reset within weeks. The subconscious doesn't only record your actions, it records your inputs. It has been recording every voice around you since you were a child, and it never stopped. The conversations you sit in, the feed you open before your eyes fully adjust, the people you spend your Sundays with, all of it is still being written into the machine, whether you selected it or not. So this step is brutal in its simplicity. Audit what enters the room. If you're rewriting "I can't" while spending 4 hours a day in the company of people who prove that you can't, you are not reprogramming anything. You're renovating a house while someone quietly reinstalls the old wiring behind the wall. Change your inputs, or your inputs will change you back. Now, the part that changes how you see this whole thing, the goal of shadow work, was never to delete the shadow. Jung was explicit about that. The shrinking that stopped you from speaking is the same instinct that kept you alive in a house where speaking wasn't safe. The suspicion that isolates you is the same instinct that once read a dangerous room correctly. You are not trying to kill the bodyguard, you are trying to give him new orders, because the parts you've been at war with are the parts that got you here. And that is the real difference between fighting yourself and integrating yourself. One takes your whole life and never finishes. The other ends the war and puts you in command of everything that was fighting on your behalf all along. So, meet the shadow.